everyone, welcome to the live stream of the Northern Alberta Extreme U17 AAA against the Okanagan Hockey Academy in Edmonton. This is game 2 of a 3-game series this weekend. We're here at the very prestigious Royal Glenora Club rink. We have a side view today. If you've never been to this rink, there is no seating. So I will bring you the game from the corner. Let's take a look at the lineup today for the Northern Alberta Extreme. Number 1, Satori Tam. Number 4, Ethan Oldford. Number 6, Ethan Canlish. Number 7, Ethan Field. Lots of Ethans. 8, Vaughn Levadne. 9, Gabriel Estevez. Number 10, Matthew Brown. 11, Ethan Lobe. 12, Milo Nolan. 14, AJ Dutchik. 15, Adam Bilibagovich. 16, Jesse Barber. 17, Red Dahl. 18, Lincoln Philpott. 19, Holter Lefthand. 20, Reed Fellow. 21, Caden Chartrand. 22, Luke. 23, Riley Wood. 35, Jaden Dirks. Head coach, Ryan Blom. And assistant coach, Ethan Beatty. That's the NAX team, folks. And if you're joining us from the Okanagan Hockey Academy, here is your roster. Number 1, Eric Bichelle. 6, Ben Phillips. 7, Tucker Porter. 8, Aiden Stuckless. 9, Jackson Konelski. 10, Aaron Jackson. 11, Nayland Martin. 12, Finn Sample. 13, Preston Botcher. 14, Cruz Casanova. 15, Leon McMillan. 16, Nate McRory. 17, Conley Freeman. 18, Caden Cheveldave. 19, Darius Paradil. 21, Hunter Jacobs. 23, Nolan Ryan. 27, Casey Bruno Morin. And 28, Gavin Gong. 30, Maxime Quatras. Head coach, Daryl Weinberger. Assistant coaches, Jay Henderson and Lance McFadden. That's your lineup, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. 4 minutes on the clock for the countdown for the warm-up. And this time, as promised, the chat is open. As your host of the live stream, my name is Alvin. Yes, like the Chipmunks, in case you were wondering. And if you weren't wondering, now you know. And if you weren't wondering, you would be wondering later, so I'm just going to tell you in advance. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks. Go ahead and leave something in the chat to the effect of who you're watching, where you're from. The kids can come back and check it out. But, you know, kids, teenagers, young men, they drive and they shave. Let us know where you're watching from. Today's vantage point for camera angles is this corner. I've shot many a rink from the corner. It's not ideal, but yeah, that's all you get. Haha. The Royal Glenora Club, if I could say that right, the Royal Glenora Club, they don't have overhead shooting, so there's no audience, there's no stands, there's no bleachers, so as you can see, they're kind of crowded into the other end of the rink too. Well, that's seating, so you might actually get a better game watching with me at this live stream. This is game 5 for the the Northern Alberta Extremes U17 AAA team. 3 games in Winnipeg last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, I believe. A game on Tuesday on Truth and Reconciliation Day, and now today and tomorrow, Game 5 and Game 6 of their regular season. Starting off an impressive start with wins of the 3 out of their first 4 games. Obviously looking for another win tonight. And while I'm just talking, I'll remind you that tomorrow, Sunday, October 5th, game at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. You're not going to want to miss that. You might have brunch plans. Cancel them. Or bring your friend that you're going to bring to brunch and have a seat in front of your computer and watch these kids play. Nothing more exciting or more important, in fact. I've been told here that the rink is dark, there's not much lighting, and it's, as I point my camera towards, I can see that. I'll try and turn up the brightness a little bit. Hopefully that reads on your end. Getting ready for the start of the first period. In net today for the Northern Alberta Extreme, if I'm not mistaken, number 35, Jaden Dirks. I'm hoping to rally in some people in the know for my first and second intermission interviews, but it's a little bit hard getting parents to show up in front of a camera on the internet. I don't know why. There's your team, folks. We've got the lineup ready to go. First period. Number 21 facing off with one of our centers. Chipped right down into the NAX zone. Behind the net, number 6. Canlish. Shot that goes up and over the net, and that's whistled out of play.
Let's go, lose control, sit inside on the dance floor.
Scooped up, center ice. That shot easily sticked away by number 30, Maxime Poitras. In the corner, Jacobs sends that to the other side. Held along the boards. Levadny. That shot right on net. Carried up by number 9, Konalski. 20, Reed Fellows. Cross ice pass, that's intercepted. Shot towards the net and stopped along the corridor. Now a trip and a fall, number 12. Milo Nolan takes a shot that goes wide. Circles back. Nolan once again with the puck. That shot. Big. Oh, look at that! Not even 2 minutes into the game. Let's take a look at that replay. NAX celebrates with their first goal of the game. Game opener, Northern Alberta Extreme 1-0. That came in at 1 minute and 26 seconds. Now back on the attack. That gets swept away. Dahl with a chance right there. Scooped away and Ethan Field after it. Stuck in the corner. Centering pass, and that sneaks by Dirks. OHA ties it up seconds later. One to one. Not even 2 minutes in. That was 1 minute 55 seconds. OHA comes back with a tie goal. Casanova. Sent up along the boards. Loose puck. Swept back, but dumped back into the zone. 22. Lucas Morin after it. Now across ice to nobody, and that gets off the boards. Bounces right back to Dirks. Along the corner. That pass just a little too far. Casanova regrouping. Off the boards and swept up by Fellows once again. A little bit of a trip up at center ice. Chasing Estevez. Now number 11, Martin for OHA, sends that down the ice all the way into NAX zone. Centering pass, and they score! They sneak another one by Dirks early in the first period. Just caught the tail end of that one. 2-1. For OHA, 3 minutes into the game. A lot more scoring opening up in this second game against OHA. That's dumped into the NAX zone. Now, working his way through center ice, number 16, Jesse Barber. Chipped into the OHA zone, back around. That's going to be offside. 3 minutes and 27 seconds into the first period. Already we've seen 3 goals. It is 2-1 for OHA. That face off. Puck gets sent to behind the net. Working his way up. Reed Fellows dumps it, just wide of the net. That centering pass intercepted by 27. Bruno Morin. Now, a reversal. Here comes Lobe. Trying to work the puck in the corner. Scooped up by Levadne. Right in front of the net. Another attempt there. Levadne trying to clear it back out. Gets it to Fellows. No, that's Riley Wood. Loose in front of the net and to the corner now. Played out in front of the net, off the side. Dumped down into the OHA zone. Dahl is after it. Back to the other side. Bruno Morin, no gong. Dumps it back out and chipped back into OHA zone. Over to this side, Dutchik scoops it, centering pass. Didn't connect. Now OHA out of their zone through center. Here comes Gong. Looking for that centering pass off the side of the net. Brush to the corner. NAX with some speed. What a move by Levadne. That's picked up. Shot. What a save. Ricochets wide now. Back through center ice. Nolan dumps it back in with a chase. Estevez. Estevez working along the boards with Barber. And Fellows waiting. Now number 7, OHA, parks himself behind the net. Works himself out to center ice. Intercepted by NAX. Chip towards the net. Left. For their number 18, Shovel Dave. Back to Porter. Porter dumps it up. 13 carries it over the line. Now back to center ice, and NAX picks it up. Barber working his way out. Fellows centering the pass. A chance for left hand. And a save by the goalie, Poitras. Fellows again trying to make that backhand pass. Swept back in by NAX. NAX on with pressure. 13 minutes remaining in the first. Off the boards. Oh, you can hear the sound of metal on that one. Off the post. 12:41 left in the first period. Tape to tape, just over somebody's tape there. Picked up by OHA, now in the NAX zone. Back to the point. Chip back to the corner and behind the net. Held in by 14 on the other side. Centering pass doesn't connect. Blocked once again. Shot on net, I believe, a save. A little bit hard to tell from this angle. And now brushed back out to center ice. Flipped back down the ice. Connects with number 11. That shot goes wide. Long pass, just a little too far. Intended for Matthew Brown. Back the other way, swept up by number 9. Over to 11. Back to 11. Takes a shot. Weak shot goes wide. Played up in the corner and back to the point for 10. Takes a shot. That goes wide once again. Towards the net. Dirks covers into the corner. Played over to the other side once again. NAX struggling to get that one out. 11-11 left in the first period. Make a wish. A few players fall in the corner and now back up with some speed. Matthew Brown drops it over the... Oh, big rebound off the back boards. .22 Lucas Morin, I believe, took that shot. Chartrand working his way along the boards. Center pass, nobody there. 27 scoops that up. Bruno Morin carries it up over center ice. Saved by Dirks, rebound. And that slides in. 10-22 left in the first. And OHA takes a 2-goal lead. 3-1 for OHA. We're just about halfway through the first period. Thanks for joining me on this live stream, live from the Royal Glenora Club in Edmonton. Passed over center ice. Gong along the boards, working it. 17 stumbles, that's a giveaway. Oh, shot just goes wide. Rhett Dahl with a chance on a burst of speed. Loose puck in front, and that's scooped away to the side. Nolan, that goes off Dahl's skate, he didn't know where it was. Held in by Riley Wood. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to use first names, last names, but I know the first names of some of these players, so a little confusing. Now OHA number 17, Conley Freeman scoops up, heads towards the net, that gets brushed to the side. Battle along the boards, all the way to the other side. There goes the puck. Here comes NAX, off the boards. Dahl goes for a change. Chased by Barber. Cross ice pass, that gets broken up. Chase for the puck. Up for grabs. Casanova gets there first, drops it over to Konelski. That shot through some traffic, and Poitras loves it out of the air. 8:44 left in the first period. The score is 3-1 for OHA. Thank you so much for joining us today at the Royal Glenora Club live. And you know what I like about this rink? They've got good internet. It's all that. Go ahead and leave some comments in the comment section. I turned it on for YouTube. Say some nice things like where you're from and who you're watching. Encouraging words of wisdom for these fine young players. Held in at the point by Estevez. Barber turns around. That shot goes wide. Number 8 drives it behind the net. Barber there again, trying to center the pass. Just about had it. That bounces off some boards all the way back to center ice. Back for Barber. He tips it back and out for a line change. On the chase. There's Jackson. Pursued by Nolan. OHA in the NAX zone. Now carried out through center ice. Held up behind the net. Passed over and chipped out to center ice. Chasing is number 8, Stuckless. Batted into the NX zone. After it is Oldford. Now working his way through center ice. That's stolen. Dahl with a chance to get it out of the zone, and now regrouping once again. Long pass intercepted by 15. Tries to take a shot. Defense took that one down, but that didn't feel good. Along the boards now behind the net, 21. Battling off with one of the NAX players. Can't quite see it from here. Now making the move up towards the ice. Number 19, left hand. Makes the nice move. Brings it all the way end to end. Brown tips it down. Keeps it in. Now played along the boards. Brown once again on it. Centers the pass. A chance. Oh! Loose puck! And Poitras dives on top of it. A chance there for NAX. Well, you can see some flying bodies right there and a chance for NAX to close the gap. And Poitras does everything he could to keep it out and dives on the puck. 6:20 left in the first period. Left hand against Porter for the face-off. Now Freeman for OHA chasing after it. Quick reversal. Canlish dumps it back in. Chased by left hand. Little body contact behind the net, and now Porter comes away from it with it. Canlish working his way through center ice. Back behind the boards. Lavadne with a chance. He breaks it up. Working in the corner. Freeman dumps it over to the other side. Lobe working it along the puck. Held in just about over the stick of Bilibegovic. That glancing shot off the pad. Now behind the net. Martin tries to clear it out. Held in. Still in the zone. That puck off of some glass. Back over to number 20. Fellows. Hello save by Poitras. With 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the first period. Rug around the boards and sent right back. Chasing it. Lucas Morin. Estevez bounces that one in front, but taken away by number 11. Caden Chartrand circles. Still in the zone. A shot and a glove save by Jaden Dirks. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in this very exciting game here at the Royal Glenora. 3-1. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. That shot, once again, Jaden Dirks, quick on his skates, held for another face-off. 4:09 left in the first. Don't forget tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. More hockey. Game 3 of this series, OHA versus NAX. 10:30 tomorrow will be in Devon at our home arena. The GFL Twin Arena, a beautiful new arena in Devon. Shot number 9 from the point, that goes wide and ricochets to the other side. Carried up. Here comes Nolan. Tees that one up, and that goes just wide. Kept in by Wood. Over to the other side, a little too far. Canlish walks his way in. Takes a shot, just goes wide through all the traffic. Nolan bats that one back. Number 9. Konowski tries to carry it out, and Wood tries to center that one. It's stolen, but held in. Now Dutchik. Dutchik with a chance, also just wide. Another shot, save. Here comes Wood. And that gets thrown back to this side, left hand. On the chase now, Martin clears that all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing. OHA trying to relieve some pressure as NAX on the attack. 2:49, 3-1 for OHA in the first. Hey, you're joining us live here at the Royal Glenora Club in Edmonton in the beautiful River Valley. It is gorgeous with the leaves changing color here in the River Valley of Edmonton. And one reason that I like this camera angle is because you see the actual hard work of these players that you don't quite see from the stands 50 feet away. It is brutal. Looks like the first penalty is going to be called. Who's going to the box? Shots on net, 10-9, pretty much even for OHA. So OHA is seeing 10 shots, the goalie, and NAX seeing 9 shots, and that makes sense. OHA is assigned the penalty. 2 minutes of a power play for NAX. A chance here to gain some momentum. That shot looking for that tip, and they clear it out. Now number 12 carries it himself and tries to kill some time. OHA carries it back into the zone. Number 10. Stuckless fires it all the way down the ice, and Dirks has to come out to stop that one. Nolan drags it into the corner. Backhand pass. What a shot, and a save. Brett Dahl a chance waiting at the doorstep. One minute 39 seconds remaining in the first period. 1:16 left on the penalty against OHA. Billy Begovic off the blocker of Poitras. And that gets cleared down the ice. Quick shot off the face-off. Adam with a chance. And Adam, I think I've got your name right. Billy Begovic. I've practiced. Number 15 for OHA, charging forward, trying to get a shot off. That gets broken up. That pass sent back as OHA applies pressure even there during their penalty kill. 1 minute exactly left in the period. 30 seconds left on the penalty. Cross ice pass, little open ice. Number 20 takes a shot and that goes wide. Fellows with a chance. That bounces all the way back to the other side. Dirks out to get it, leaves it for his man. Now with a chance here. Lobe putting some muscle. Oh, another one-timer. Barber with a chance. That also went wide. Back to the other side they go. And that's the end of the period, end of the penalty. 3-1 at the end of the first period, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't think I have a first intermission guest, unless I pulled random pairs just standing next to me. So, a few minutes on the clock, take a rest, go do your things, grab coffee, bagels, donuts, hot dogs, spaghetti. I don't know, it's dinner time, so maybe you gotta make dinner for your kids, the other kids that aren't here playing hockey. And don't forget about them. Very, very good. Don't go away. We'll be back for the second period. See you soon. Come a little closer. Like stand like right here, actually.
Right here?
Yeah. Yeah. Then you can talk towards this mic here. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There we are. Okay, I'm joined by a very special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you do as part of the NAX team.
Hi, I'm Jayla Ronsko. I am the assistant athletic therapist at NAX. And so my job is just to keep the boys healthy and keep them on ice.
That sounds amazing. How long have you been working with NAX?
I just graduated last year from my degree of kinesiology, so I did my practicum with NAX last year. And then it's my first year working full time.
Awesome.
But I gotta go help players. So
And there you go. Called right into action. Thanks for that quick interview. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to the second period. There we go. Hey, just a reminder, the internet is a weird thing that I don't control. So if the feed stops, don't go away. Just hang on and I will get the feed back at all costs. I will lay down my life. I won't, but here comes OHA. Thwarted that shot by Canlish. Dahl picks it up in the corner. Freeman battling against that. Dahl takes a hit. Riley Wood carries that out to center ice. Poked away by number 23 on their side. Nolan Ryan. Now back to the NAX zone. Wood off the boards. Back to Wood again. Intercepted. Now carried over to the line. Canlish up to Nolan. To Dahl. Dahl trying to tee it up in the corner. Back to Canlish. Dahl and Canlish play back and forth tag, and now that's carried up through center ice. Nolan steals that one. Takes a shot. I think that goes... I think that was a save. A little bit hard to tell from this angle, as you can tell, as you can see. Now back through center ice. Bilibegovic. Over to Fellows. Now behind the net in the OHA zone. Now back into the NAX zone. Oldford trying to take care of that at the corner, and that gets shot towards the net. Bilibegovic behind the net. And now Levadne up to Lobe. That shot goes wide. Carried around the net, and now back to center ice. Oldford breaks it up and over to NAX. Oh, sorry, OHA. Long pass in, and that's going to be icing. 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the second period. OHA leading by 2 for a 3-1 lead. Thank you so much for joining us, and guess what? You're fantastic. The viewership, you've left some messages. I, for one, appreciate that. I'll read the comments in a second. A little bit of a turnover here as number 12 takes a shot. Oh, you hear the metal again. Sample takes a shot. That goes off the crossbar. A close one there. Crystal, left hand, you said, let's go, boys. Anna Anderson says, go, NAX, go, cheering from sunny BC. Leslie Estevez says, woot, woot. Woot. We'll make that an official English verb. I am going to woot. You woot, I woot, we woot. And again, I love this angle. You can see just how hard these guys work. Wood. Stolen by OHA and then flipped back out by Riley once again. Riley here, number 23, Wood. Carries that up. Nice pass up to Estevez. Estevez fires out into the corner. 22, Morin. With a chance trying to center that, and now back out to center ice. There's Riley once again. He's everywhere. Riley's my billet hockey player, so I always know where he is. Wood once again battling along the boards, back to the other side, chased by Botcher. Canlish puts the brakes on it and reverses direction back behind the net. Up to Barber. He sneaks it up to Estevez. That shot gloved down and held for a face-off by Poitras. 15:54 left in the second period. Just underway. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream, live from the Royal Glenora Club. Quite the establishment as you walk through. Royal Glenora Club has been here for a long time. You know, I grew up in Edmonton and I remember that it was here. I wonder how old it is. I'm sure there's quite the history in the beautiful river valley of Edmonton. That's icing against OHA. 4 minutes and 21 seconds into the second period. That's all the way back down to the NAX zone, and now Brown tries to carry it out. That gets poked away. Chartrand back around behind the net. Looks for the pass. Sneaks that back up to left hand. Left hand. Trying to gain some in there. Philpotts. Almost with a chance, and now centering pass. That was broken up. Dirks puts a stop on it. A little bit of action in front of the NAX zone right there. And Dirks, ever ready to stop the puck there, covering up that angle. 15 minutes exactly left in the second period. Face off to the left of Dirks. Dahl feathers that one up to Nolan. Right in front of the nets. Battling away at it. A little bit of pushing and shoving ensues. Poitras puts the brakes on that one. And there's a little bit more than some pushing and shoveling, I think. I feel like we've got some penalties coming up. 14:44 left in the second period. And it's not over yet. And it's not stopping. Guess we'll take a few minutes to sign penalties. Three to 1. 14 minutes and 44 seconds. 1:4:44. 1:4:44 on the time clock. Shots on net. 13 on the OHA goalie. 14 on Jaden Dirks, NAX goalie. Quite the even game so far, although NAX trails by 2. I have received a request to shoot a little bit wider. And Kylie, this is for you. And then you sent me a shot of what you're watching the game on. You're watching on a big screen TV, of course. That makes sense. This angle, shooting from the ice level, is potentially a little dizzying if you're watching on a big screen. As if you were there for the live stream on Tuesday, I shot from the audience and the downtown community rink that had a beautiful angle to shoot from. A little less dizzying for those of you watching, but yes, from this angle in the rinks where there's no seating and no good vantage point for cameras, I usually shoot from the corner and the action can move very quickly. Looks like about half the teams on each side are going to the box. I don't know. Not sure how they're going to assess the penalties here. As for comments, Anna Anderson says, shout out to Satari and Riley, Ella and Henry Tam. Go NAX, go. Mama Yaya from Kelowna. Those are my parents. Hi, Mom and Dad. Well, sit tight, folks. Go get that extra bag of chips, because they're still working on it. Here we go. No idea what's actually happening. There's only one penalty on the board against OHA, so it looks like NAX will start with a power play. 5-on-4. I'm pretty sure there's been more penalties, but I can't tell from here. Face off, and Riley leaves it up, takes a shot, side of the net. Poitras covers for another face off. Love the comments, please keep them coming. Riley. Back to Riley. Cross ice. That shot goes wide. Back to Riley at the point. Cross ice to Lobe. Lobe circles. Back to Riley. Tipped off to, I think that's Levadne. Into the corner. Centering pass, just a little too far. That's actually Camlish in the corner. Back to Wood. Wood takes a shot over the net. Held in by Lobe. Lobe trying to sneak one past, and finally gets cleared out by OHA with exactly 59 seconds left in the penalty. Back to get it is Wood. Wood carries it over the line. Chasing it all the way behind the net. Back to Wood. To Nolan, takes a shot off the side of the net. Played up in the corner, 17 seconds left on the power play, and that gets dumped back down the ice. Porter puts the brakes on it, trying to kill some time. 5 seconds on the penalty. OHA back at full strength. Nolan starts the charge. Changes heads a few times. Back to Dahl. Nolan keeps it in. Dahl in the corner. Flipped over to the other side. They're number 15. Oh, slides past Dirk's pad, and OHA increases the lead by 1. Four to 1. And we're seeing a change of goalies. And number 1, Satori Tam, takes the net. That goal comes in at 6 minutes and 53 seconds. And they score a quick Goal right off the top of the play. And NAX starts their climb back. 4-2. 11:54. The game is far from over. Both teams fueled by, well, I don't know, what do these kids eat? Yesterday, all a bit, I took Satori, Riley, and Ethan out to Dairy Queen. So they were fueled by burgers and French fries. All the way back into NAX zone, 11:40 left, 4-2. Lots of action, here we go. Look at that, up and close. You know, I would absolutely be a marshmallow squashed in this scenario here. Porter chips it over to the other side, Chartrand. That shot, that goes wide. Barber tips it off the boards for Morin. Now back behind the net. In the OHA zone, held in. NAX looking to strike again. 11 minutes left in the second period. Oldford trying to get a shot off. That's deflected, and now OHA almost on the charge. This is stolen by Riley. Wood. Jackson trying to center that pass. Wood on him. And now Dahl dumps it back over to Oldford on the other side. You know, feel free to put it in the comments if you're like, hey, Alvin, centered pass that doesn't connect with Sample. Botcher now trying to chase it. That's up to the point. Held in once again. Feel free to put in the comments if you're like, hey man, stop spinning the camera so fast. Lobe off the boards for Dahl. Dahl on the charge. Centers the pass, takes a shot off the pads of Poitras. I don't know who shot that one. I can't read the numbers from here. Also, sometimes I can't read numbers, period. So a 6 looks like an 8, 8 looks like a 6. A 12 looks like a 22. Face off in the OHA zone, 9:45 left in the second period. 4-2 for OHA. Here comes OHA. Cross ice pass, that centering pass doesn't connect. And now the speed, the momentum started to pick up. Lavadne on the charge there, that got broken up. Over to the other side at center ice. Field dumps it in, and Poitras decides to cover on it with NAX players on his doorstep. 4-2. Nine minutes and 16 seconds left in the second period. Shots on net, 14 on the OHA goalies, 16 on the NAX goalies. You know, I feel like I'm going to start stumbling over NAX. Those are hard letters to say together, but I'll make do. Don't worry about me. I'll survive. I will. I promise. I had coffee. Sliding in front of the net. Those pucks gets brushed to the other side. Number 21, Caden Chartrand holds it in. Played up in the corner. That comes free. Over to Oldford, who slides it towards the net looking for the tip. Chartrand dumps it back in. Oh, loose puck! Back to the other side. Chartrand again. Tips it towards the net. 17 trying to clear it out. Chartrand again keeping that one in, and finally it slides out with some speed. Here comes OHA. Matthew Brown off the boards. Oh, it takes a hit. You can see just how hard these players take the hits from up close. Not the camera angle from up in the crowd. Now OHA again with a little bit of speed. That shot deflected and saved out of play. Face off in the NAX zone. That shot saved by Satori through some traffic. Oh, that centering pass. That one-timer missed. Riley Wood on the way out and over to Rhett Dahl. Estevez takes a shot that goes wide. Morin at the point, and the play is whistled down. Not sure what the issue is. And OHA is going to the box. NAX with another power play. A chance here to close the gap. 2 minutes against number 19, Darius Peridil. Apologies if I botch any names. Yeah, you know what? Kudos to whoever's playing the music, though. Got a good choice there. That shot goes wide. And it's cleared all the way down the ice. (21) Chartrand starts the attack. Right over the blue line. Drops it. Over the other side, Lobe leaves it for the corner. Back behind the net. NAX trying to dig that one out, and that comes free. Over to Lobe. Up to Lavadne with a shot and a save with Poitras. You could hear that puck making contact. Well, would you look at that? 34 viewers on a Saturday night. You are exercising the right to do the most important thing you could possibly do, to watch CSSHL U17 hockey. I commend you for your effort. Instead of going out, spending money at a fancy restaurant, you're sitting at home watching a hockey game. What could be better? Wise choices. I commend you. Riley picks up the puck at the point. Back to Riley. He walks us in. Takes a shot off of a boot and a bit of a turnover. That doesn't manifest, and carried back into the zone. Over to Cantley. To left hand. Looking for that centering pass. Right in front, they score! Batting away at it with success. Goal. That was 23 seconds left. They've closed the gap to 1, 4-3. 5:52 left in the second period, and now within 1 to tie the game, NAX. Look at that, folks, and not only have we increased the score, but we've increased viewership too. 47 viewers. Where are y'all coming from? Oh, you sure know how to make a live streamer happy. 47 viewers. Leave some comments, please. Right in front of the net. That's stolen away by number 21, Hunter Jacobs. Now OHA moving forward. That shot, I think that went behind the net. Up to Estevez. Estevez winding his way. Push to the side. Leaves it for Nolan. Oh, bounces over the stick of Oldford. Back into the NAX zone. Satori out to settle the puck. Here's Oldford. Drops it for Field. Both are Ethans. Can you believe that? 4 Ethans on the NAX team. 5, because there's also Ethan Beatty, assistant coach. That shot covered by Poitras. 4:49 left in the second period. NAX climbing their way out of a hole from 4-1 to now 4-3. Capitalizing on a power play goal just a few minutes ago. Back through center ice, and now Chartrand looks for the pass off of the boards to 14 OHA. Chartrand knocks that back into the zone. OHA. Long pass up off the stick of 27. Back over into the OHA zone, and they play it back and forth D to D. Riley intercepts Wood. Another interception. That's OHA now. That's broken up, but there's going to be a penalty. Phil Potts clears it when he touches it, and a penalty against NAX. Here's what I learned in terms of the language of hockey. OHA draws the penalty, which means they draw the penalty, but it's assigned to NAX. That doesn't make any sense to me either. We're going to see NAX on their penalty kill. And, you know, if you're like me that didn't grow up playing hockey, all these terms might seem unfamiliar. So if you hear the term PK, that stands for penalty kill. Who knew? Not me. Oh, that's a good rendition. Two minutes on the clock against Caden Chartrand. That shot. And Story covers for a face-off. 1:49 left in the penalty. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second period. To the point for OHA. 19. Back to 28. Gong. At the point, Porter centering the pass. That trickles back out to number 6. Lobe giving them some grief in their own zone. And OHA is forced to regroup back behind the net, and here they come. Trying to walk his way. It is Jackson. He circles. Number 7 drags out around. Saved by Satori. 2:39 on the clock in the second period. 51 seconds left on the penalty. You know, hats off to whoever's running the music. Good job. You know, I live streamed the game once where they played a lot of, like, you know, music from the 70s. And, hey, I have nothing wrong. I'm born in the 70s. But for a hockey game, it was like they were playing the Carpenters. right? There's good music from the 70s, but and Carpenters has great music. It's not hockey music. 44 seconds left on the penalty to Caden Chartrand for NAX. 2:25 left in the second period. And I apologize if you like the 70s music. That centering pass through the legs of Sample. Teeing up the shot and off a stick and behind the glass. Off the glass. Over to Stuckless. That shot, a save! I think that's off Satori's helmet. Hope I don't have to buy him a new helmet. Oh god. Sample in the corner. Chased by Wood. OHA still on the power play. Just over the net. And Satori puts a stop on that one as big collision right there of bodies and pucks. That's the end of the penalty, so a successful PK, testing you, what does that stand for? Successful penalty kill for NAX. A ridiculously even game, 4-3, 21-20 shots on net. And they score! NAX ties the game! I didn't even see what happened. Maybe you could tell me.
This is what you came for, lightning.
Yeah, just a spray of ice, and somehow that puck made it in.
And everybody's watching her.
4-4.
Looking at you.
Both teams now on even ground, and OHA, no doubt, will come roaring forward with a vengeance, having sat on a comfortable lead. So both teams now playing at full tilt for sure. Freeman circles. Not out. That shot off the side to the side of the net, right in front. On his knees, still makes a shot. Here comes Canlish. Tips it up. Left hand almost had it. And now stopped at center ice. Back to get it. There's a whistle. I think that's pre-icing, so is there a penalty? It seems to be. I think Canlish, number 6, is going to the box. No, he's not. I don't know why it happened. You know, half the time, I wish I could tell you that I know what's going on, but really I don't. All I know is it's exciting to watch. 21-21 shots, 52.4 seconds left in the second period. The score's 4-4. Billy Begovic. That's up to Lavande. He drops it, takes a shot. Oh, behind the net. Oh, I'm not even pointing the camera in the right direction. And now, another shot right on net. NAX coming out with some quick strikes near the end of the second period here. Winding down in the second period, 24 seconds left. Bodies fall. Canlish back in the zone. Canlish once again. 23 trying to center that pass. And that's out. They stopped the clock with 7.8 seconds left in the second. 4-4, 21-22 shots. Final seconds of the second period. You are doing exactly the right thing by watching U17 CSSHL hockey. What does that stand for? I don't know. Canadian something 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 hockey league. I'll figure it out at the break. Maybe you can tell me. Put it in the comments. Feel free to enlighten me or educate me about hockey anytime. That's the end of the second period, folks. The score is 4-4. I'll just throw you the score clock. There you have it. Thank you for joining us. Come back for the third period. Very exciting. There'll be a tiebreaker. And go do your things. Yeah, you know, maybe you've been holding it for a little while. You don't want to take a break, miss any action. Now is your chance. Take a few minutes. Remember, if you have kids, they need to eat. Go make dinner. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Have I forgotten to make dinner for my kid? Sure, never. Leave some comments, folks. Love to hear from you. The kids go back and watch these replays. Coaches, parents. It's always good to see these comments. Give them some encouraging words. Tell us where you're from. Kids love to know that grandma and grandpa are watching from somewhere. See you in the third period. Maybe I can nab somebody for the second intermission interview, but don't hold your breath. People are shy to show up on camera. Imagine that. See you soon.
Alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I have, but I inherited from dad. No, I am no longer funny, cause I missed the way you laugh. Once called me forever, now you still can't call me back. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. It's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, and I don't have to do. Oh, I don't have to do. My other half was you. I hope this pain just passes through. I'm telling you, I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. It's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired of tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half. I don't have to.
fading so slow. Going down the old line with a transistor radio. Standing in the sunlight laughing, high the rainbow wall. Slipping and sliding all along the waterfall with you, my bright girl. You, my bright girl. Do you remember when we used to sing so hard to find my way? Now that I'm on my own, I saw you just the other day. Man, you have grown. Can't remember back real lost. Sometimes all I come to think about it, making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown girl. And you, my brown girl. Do you remember when we used to sing
All right, folks, welcome back from the second intermission. 2 minutes left before the third period drops. As you can tell on the scoreboard, it is a very even game. Players are filing out of their locker rooms and onto the ice in a few short seconds. Stay tuned for what is sure to be a very exciting 20 minutes. See, technology is weird. Anyway, here we go. Start of the third period. The boys are filing back onto the ice. As always, I tell all my live stream audiences, technology sucks sometimes, so if the internet goes down, my camera stops, don't go away. Stay on the feed, hang out, grab some extra popcorn, go to the bathroom, come back. I promise, get the live feed up. If it doesn't, go check the Facebook page. If you don't know what it is, I'll post it somewhere as I get all these social media things kind of like lined up. Sometimes, in the rare occasion, it's just not possible to get the feedback up, but right now, it's looking good. My camera's doing some funny things. Sometimes temperature affects it, believe it or not. Oh, that's why. Hang on, I gotta change the batteries. Look at that. All right, I told you things would be weird. Start of the third period, it's underway. Number 9 for OHA sends that down. Oh! And they snuck one past Satori 30 seconds into this third period. Not sure if I caught that one. 5-4. Yeah. 30 seconds in, and NAX is playing catch up. Nolan makes his way in, dropped, intercepted by number 16, McRory. He's held up on the boards, and Bilibegovic and Oldford back by the net. Nolan once again. Intercepted. Flipped up towards the net, and Poitras covers for a face-off. 1 minute and 1 second into the third period. Right in front of the net, tipped it forward, almost a loose puck, and Poitras covers once again. A chance for NAX as they find themselves trailing by 1. But as they've demonstrated, incredible resilience. Getting the camera back on the action here now in the NAX zone. Coming out of it. Flipped up. A shot blocked by Poitras. Barber with a chance right there. Number 8 carrying it up. Cross-ice pass intercepted. NAX loose puck. Again, in center ice. Back in the NAX zone. Bilibegovic back to retrieve it. I double-checked his name with him, with Bilibegovic at the intermission, and he said I got it right. So Adam Bilibegovic. Chipped over. Now number 20, Fellows, leaves it for a line change. Matthew Brown back to get it, and all the way back down the ice. Chartrand blocking that, and Satori covers for a face-off. 17:41 left in the third period. 5-4. OHA crept up with a goal early in the third period. Hey, stay tuned for tomorrow. More hockey. If you thought this was it and you were feeling pretty sad, don't be. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., we'll be bringing you the game live. Same YouTube channel. Everything's going to happen on this YouTube channel. It's my personal YouTube channel. So if I post silly things like birthday parties or whatever, don't blame me. Hey, this is free. Chip back down into the zone, picked up by number 6. 7 clears it up. Broken up by Chartrand, but still in OHA possession. Play it into the corner. Dump to the other side. Now that's cleared out to center ice. A chase for the puck. 6 gets there first. Phillips leaves it for Jackson to the blue line, and now it's chased down into NAX zone. 16:33 left in the third period. Chipped in by left hand. Back to center ice. 17 tries to weave his way in. Gets a shot off. Deflected over the net. Satori covering once again. That shot, Satori through a barrage of traffic, managed to stop it, and now chipped up by center ice, relieving a bit of pressure. 16 minutes, and that's icing. 16 minutes left, 4 minutes into the third period. It's 5-4 OHA with a narrow lead. So, very exciting game. Thank you so much for leaving comments. Please leave more comments, as long as they're positive and encouraging. That shot by Levadne deflected off the stick and out of play. In the comments, Tyler Stenderson says, Alvin, heck of a job. Why, thank you so much. I'm blushing. And Anderson says, Yahoo! Way to go, NAX. Face off to the left of Quatras. Batted back into the zone. Oh, that one-timer just narrowly missed. Through the traffic, and Quatras finds that one and cradles it for another face-off in the OHA zone. 15:39 left in the third. 5-4. That comes clear. Quatras taking no risks and covers for another face-off.
We go drink drinks and take shots until we fall out. Like the roof on fire. Now baby get my booty make it.
Dad Joy says Vaughn's uncle watching from Brune. I guess that's Alberta. He says, fantastic job, Alvin. Thank you so much. Blushing once again. It is a pleasure to bring you this live stream. 16 from OHA carries into the zone. Centering pass. Loose puck in front. Chipped out, and now it comes out of the zone. OHA 18 turns around, fires it back in. Riley Wood back to get it. Chased by 16. Now NAX. Nolan carries it out. And a few bodies tumble out, and that's the puck got played out of the... puck was out of play. 5 minutes and 1 second into the third period. We have a 5-4 game. OHA leading by 1. Second period, we saw a comeback by NAX, down 4-1, and clawed their way back to tie the game. Now playing catch-up once again. That shot, just Quatras caught a piece of that with his blocker. Sorry if I just made y'all dizzy with that, but these things move fast here. Centering pass, 13 picks it up and carries it out. Little too far, chased with a puck. No icing. In the corner. Trying to dig it out, that comes out to the point. Number 6 fires one. Stick save by Satori. The cross ice centering pass. Nobody there. Number 12 for OHA. That's Finn Sample. Carries it in for OHA. Still, now NAX behind the net. On the charge. Bilibegovic dumps it in. Watrous leaves it, and that's going to be held for a face-off. 6 minutes and 12 seconds into the third period. Lots of hockey left, but the counter is counting down. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. Don't forget, tomorrow 10:30 a.m. Game 3 of this OHA versus NAX series will be live streamed live from the GFL Twin Arenas in Devon. Morin in the corner, passes back behind for Estevez, held up along the boards. Morin trying to dig it out. Field, centering pass intercepted by number 19, Paradil. A flying puck there, saw some ice and skates and powder, but hard to tell from this end what's actually happening. That shot goes wide behind the net and now carried out by Chartrand. Stolen off of Estevez's stick. Morin, right place, right time, carries it into the corner, centers the pass. Nobody there, all the way back to NAX zone. Riley almost with a chance there, but it got flipped out into the NAX zone once again. Riley circles. I call him Riley instead of Wood because Riley lives with me, so it's just easier to think of him as Riley and not Wood. A bit of a turnover, number 18, tries to thread the needle, but loses the puck. That was Philpotts with a chance. Had a bit of space. 12:04 left in the third period, 5-4 in favor of OHA. These two teams showing how equal they have been in these last two games. NAX coming away with game 1, a 4-3 victory. And now 26-28 shots on net. OHA to NAX, 5-4. Can't ask for a more even game than that. Centering pass, intercepted, nobody there. Bit of a turnover here, 27. That shot, and finds the back of the net. And now OHA back up by 2.
So flat, 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 so flat.
Yeah, Lord. Listen, I wanna see everybody on move. Down, shut up, down on connection. We just want to think of you to me. Bob Sinclair, it's like dance. Listen, to where it was most. Yeah.
6-4. That comes in at 9 minutes and 27 seconds. Down by 2 now, NAX. They've clawed themselves back from a 3-goal deficit, and can they do it again? I think they can. Jackson over to 21, and now back to the NAX zone. That's long pass up, intercepted. Back to center ice. Over to the other side, right side of Satori. Carried behind the net. Over to Lobe. Lobe just bounces that one out to center ice. 10:34 left in the third. Off of a body and off of Lobe, in fact, and that goes out of play. 10.5 minutes left in the third period now. NAX find themselves down by 2. Face off to the left of Poitras. I see some more comments coming in. I love it. Keep them coming. You know, that's almost as good fuel for me as a live streamer as coffee. I am definitely on my second cup today so far. I've elected for the third period to get a cup of tea. Wise, but not quite as good. That's broken up on the way to the net. Breaks on, and now that pass doesn't make it through and deflected back into OHA. Number 14, Cruz Casanova, on his way back. Right in front of the net. Bodies are down. Number 8 starts to clear the zone. Over to 12, who hustles into NAX. Chartrand knocks that one out free. Brown chasing the puck. Sample almost overskates that one. Now back to center ice, 14. Estevez circles, loses a stick in the process, and now number 8, Stuckless. 19 dumps it back behind the net. NAX back on the charge. Canlish almost weaves his way through the defenders. That shot deflected off of 15, doesn't make it through. Over to Canlish. He decides to circle. Dutchik. AJ. Right in front of the net, a chance by NAX. 8:21 left. That shot saved by Satorian, covered for a face-off. 8:15 left in the third period. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the action is definitely picking up. Let's take a look at your comments. Allison Boss, you say, cheering on NAX from Williams Lake, British Columbia. Hey, another BC person. Thank you, Allison, for your comments. That puck sails back into center ice. Two on four right now. Barber trying to weave his way through, and that gets broken up at the blue line. There's a call on something, and not sure what's happening. Just under 8 minutes left in the game. Bilibegovic fires it into the corner. Oh, what a sneak! Oh, beautiful pass. Another shot. Open puck. Shot off of a body, and it's cleared out to center ice. NAX with a few good chances right there. Dahl positioned. Seven minutes and 15 seconds left in the third period. Hey Kylie, how do you like this framing? Racing in, a shot, a save by Poitras. Nolan over to the other side, Chartrand teeing it up, a shot, another rebound, cleared away, shot, scores! Nolan in the right place, right time, closes the gap. Hey, like I said, the internet is weird, so there's a bit of a gap there, but I'm back like I promised. Like a bad hangover, I'm always there. Not really. Also, it's 6-5. Holy man, are there ever goals in this game? I was going to try and play you the replay, but if I get a chance tonight, I'll cut together a quick little highlight reel. Send it out to y'all. That shot, save. Whoa, little like cage fighting there, literally.
Let's go, girls.
Dutchik wisely holding back. 6-5 with 6 minutes and 24 seconds left. Dorothy Falasso has a comment, and I'll read it afterwards. Chased into the corner. Barber chips it towards center ice. Number 18, Shovel Dave, carries it out for OHA. Centering pass, no connect. Back at the point, 15, fires at Satori with a save. Lots of action at this end of the third period, with NAX closing the gap to 1. That's some pretty funky dance music right there. Did it make you want to dance? Dorothy Falasso says, watching with the Vaughns, Grandma and Grandpa in Lacombe. And third cousin Murray watching from Washington. Go NAX go. Thank you, Dorothy, for joining us. So pleased you can make the live stream. That shot blocked on the way to the net. Not out, as number 12 tried to put it back in. Foot chase for the puck. Number 18 gets there first. Shovel Dave cleared out, and that goes all the way down the ice. Satori clears it out for Riley Wood. Back to the other side. Lincoln Philpotts. It's kept in. Number 6 at the corner. Drives it towards the net. 12 again. Fires it to Satori. That was blocked and saved. He didn't know where it was for a moment. Now Philpotts. Riley with some legs. Chips it all the way down. Chase for the puck with Nolan. Carried out. Number 12 leaves it for number 8, who fires it down into the zone. Off some boards. Dutchik. A shot, a save by Satori. You can hear that pad at work, and goodness knows those pads, they cost something. Down in the corner, 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third period. Trailing by 1, NAX 6-5. Satori scoops that one out. You're joining us here live at the Royal Glenora Club in Edmonton. 5th game of the season. Now the countdown is on. 4 minutes remaining in the game. NAX looking to tie this up, possibly forcing it into overtime. Number 17 with a chance. That was Rhett Dahl. Hey, thanks for joining us. I can see you're staying on to the very end. Nothing better than a dedicated fan base to support NAX and OHA. I know there are many viewers on the OHA side. Thank you for joining us. It takes a village to make hockey players. Yeah, a lot of tide. Center your pass. Oh, not quite manifested there, but that's dumped back towards Lobe. Lobe makes good work of it in the corner here. McMillan putting in some muscle, and now 27 off to number 18. Cheveldave, I believe. Nope, yes. All the way down to the other side. NAX. That pass just over the stick. Oh no! OHA puts another one in.
So flat, so flat, so flat, so
7-5.
so flat, so flat,
And that close
so flat, so flat,
goal.
so flat, so flat, so flat, so flat.
Down by 2 once again.
Listen, I wanna see everybody on move. Down, shutting up. That I'm coming at you. This one, pick up two to me.
Dorothy says, thanks for the great commentary. You're welcome. Craig says, great job on the play-by-play. Up to 45 watching. Right. Tara DeFoe says something. I'm going to film now. Levadne. Oh, wow. Left hand with a chance. That shot, sharp angle off of Poitras. Number 16. That shot stopped by Satori. They're calling a timeout with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. 7-5 for OHA.
Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down and go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, this you fucking loyal. Why nobody that designer, baby, pick your voice. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. Know the real, my lips above them all sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again.
Tara DeFoe, you said watching my nephew left hand from Vancouver. Loving your live stream. I'm so pleased. That's the beauty of the internet when it works. You could be just about anywhere. I remember live streaming Satori's games last year. We had somebody from Mexico, somebody from the Netherlands, and all over Western Canada, and somebody from the States. I remember watching on one live stream. So incredible. I know you can't, fly up from Vancouver just for this, so glad that you could make it. The final 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Satori makes a quick save right there. Two minutes and 8 seconds. A very even game, although OHA having the edge of taking the lead on each progression of the scoreboard, leading by 1, 2, or 3. That was a good song, I think. What I think is cool music, I'm not sure it is. It certainly not is in the eyes of my teenager, but that shot goes wide. Long pass up to Phil Potts. Tipped out. And Dahl chasing it. Now Phil Potts trying to dig it out of the corner. Canlish at work. Phil Potts to Canlish. No, Phil Potts back to Dahl. Oh! That pass didn't make it. Now back the other way. Nice drop pass for Phil Potts. Oh, trying to center it, but Too far for Candlish. 1 minute left in the game. Philpotts, there's an empty net. Scores! 54 seconds left on the clock. And that was an empty netter score. In other words, Satori's been pulled. And they're up by 1. And they need 1 more to tie the game to force it into overtime. So we shall see. This is no doubt a very exciting game. Don't leave your seats, my goodness. You know what? Just stay at your seats all the way till tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. That way you won't miss tomorrow's game either. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Don't sleep. Just stay on my YouTube. I'll just live stream for the next 24 hours. That'd be weird. Satori back in the net. He's getting ready to get pulled. And he does. He's coming out of the net. Here comes the extra attacker onto the ice. Empty net for NAX. 32 seconds. Can they do it? And they chip it down towards the net. And it's just wide. 21 seconds. Time for a final rush. Turns around. Tries to shoot it. 15 seconds left. 7-6. Can NAX get that final rush in there? 5 seconds. They bat it towards the net. Oh, and I think that's going to be game. What a fantastic effort by NAX. Just short 1 goal. Shots of both teams having put out an incredible effort tonight. 7-6. Shots on net, 35-34. Really can't get more even of a game than that. Congratulations to both teams. Viewers from both sides, thank you so much for your comments. Final comments. Tara says, watching my nephew left hand from Vancouver. I did that one. Anna Anderson says, DJ is killing it tonight. I agree. Dorothy Falaso, great game NAX. Anna says, great game NAX. Great commentating, Mr. Tan, thank you. And Alan Goated, or Goated Alan, says, thank you so much. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Guess what? It's not over tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Game 3 of this series against OHA. What a fantastic time to watch hockey and these young athletes putting it all on the ice. See you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.